This is the Symposium podcast with Wright and Romero.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Symposium podcast. This is episode 61. That's right. On the other side of the chair, let the people know who you are, sir.
What up, people? Once again, Wright back with another episode of the Symposium podcast. Thank you all for joining us and tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Kick it back to my main man over here.
You know what it is? Rose Gold in the building. Feeling good, feeling great. I'm actually feeling the vibes. My brother was down for a quick second.
I feel really just even like I felt busy and now I just feel calm right now.
Yeah, we good. You know? Good. So vibes is right over here.
Vibes are right.
It is April 21st, 2022. You know, the sun came out today, so the boys are pretty happy about that. After some shitty ass weather. So,
real man.
To my man, and to the people, and to the sun. Welcome to the party.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
Man, what's going on?
Shit.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm happy to be here, brother.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. I have not had the best couple days. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Work has been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been tough. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it another time, though. We'll talk about it when we talk about your job.
Okay.
So, but I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. What about you, man? What's going on?
Dude, I'm all right, man. I'm like you said too. I just feel like I feel better just right now. You know what I mean? Just us being here. I didn't feel bad. I just felt busy. Like I felt like I have stuff to do. You know?
Did you feel drained?
Yeah. No, this week was draining. This week was draining for sure.
Yeah.
Felt kind of long, man. We had like two big testing days in the middle of the week, so the kids were fucking drained.
Stressful.
And it just kind of trickled to us, and then the weather was rainy all yesterday.
Shitty.
That was draining, but today was beautiful out. I went outside, took a fucking walk as soon as I got to work. I took a walk during the first hour. I got first hour prep. I just walked around the building.
That's how you know it's rough.
Yeah, bro, and it felt great. And you know, today was smooth. I can't complain, man. You know, just another long week. You know, just day in the life, though. You know, but I'm good, man. I'm well. Can't complain.
It's funny that you said you took a walk. That was me yesterday. As soon as I got after work, I was like, I gotta go for a walk.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, y'all know how everybody is over here. Should we get into some news?
Let's get into some news, man.
What do you got?
I got
I just have something stupid.
Okay. I do have something, and I gotta take one thing back.
Yeah.
I got airlines. Airlines are some I don't know if it's all of them, but some I know United for sure lifted the mask mandate.
Really?
Yeah. Which is interesting. It's very interesting. Also Uber came out with a statement as well
about lifting the mask mandate.
Yeah, which is really, you know.
Wow.
But I don't know, man. What you think about that? What you think about the airlines one especially?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, a part of me feels kind of happy about it. At the same time, you know, still acknowledge like we in a pandemic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like we are still in a pandemic, and I even asked some people about this, just about lifting the mandate and stuff. I was like, okay, so what does it mean? Like I literally had asked, like, what does it mean to be in a pandemic? What does that look like, and when do we get a solid idea as far as, okay, we're no longer in this thing.
Right.
And it seems like we're headed in the right direction. What about cases? Have you heard about?
Sound like cases are going up, bro. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm confused. That's why I'm like, it's like I saw a bunch of people happy about this shit. Like, you're still on a plane, like
close to one another, close quarters,
spreading shit, and it's like I think the cases like are rising again. Like I saw something else had another statement. It was like, hey, if you're still feeling this, like then you know, like be careful. Or, like what? Like
if you feel like you're dying, just be safe. What the fuck you talking
So
about?
that's interesting to me. That's just I don't feel no type of way about it. I'm like,
Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean,
I just thought that was interesting.
it makes you wonder, honestly, because I feel conflicted. That's what it is. Like,
yeah.
I feel conflicted.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, this is good, I guess.
Right.
What if we've just gotten to this point, you know, because we've had vaccines for like, what, a year or so? And they've done, like the CDC has made it very clear about what vaccines to get, and they've been pushing that for a minute, like get vaccinated, so on and so forth. So now, what if it's just, all right, we gave you niggas time, here's what we're gonna do going forward. So it's almost like, we'll lift the mask and we'll do some other shit. If you die, you die.
Right.
That's on you.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I guess we'll see how that goes.
right.
I don't think I'll fly United.
Yeah, I forgot the other airlines, but that's the one that stood out. That's the first one I saw was United.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But, and Uber. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Which I mean, you know, Uber is kind of sort of the driver.
Yeah.
But whatever, you know.
Still,
Yeah, for sure.
what else you got for the people?
Lighter note. These next few months, this summer's about to be great. New music is what I mean.
Okay.
We get some heat on the way, bro.
Oh,
We get some heat on the way, bro.
Yeah. You right.
Yeah, like, and shit. I think we got the weekend coming up.
Again, goddamn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure weekend about to drop. He might drop tomorrow, actually.
Is this nigga like trying to retire or what?
Because he's Jack Harlow. I'm excited for that. Jack Harlow's pretty dope. King Kendrick.
My man.
King Kendrick coming next month.
Gemini season.
Pusha T coming. Yes.
What beef is Pusha gonna get into now?
I think he kind of over beef shit, bro. But I don't know. I'm excited to hear
Who knows?
the album. But yeah, there's a few more that I was thinking about, but I can't. I don't have them on my, like I have a phone, obviously. So.
Those are some big ones. Those are some heavy
But
hitters.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Especially Kendrick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
coming back.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
That's scary.
I don't think he's playing around with dudes.
Good news.
Excited for that. I hope it's dope. I hope it's dope as we anticipated it.
Yeah. Like, when was the last time he dropped? That was 2017, I believe. So it's been a minute. We'll see. Well, I mean, we heard songs with him and Baby Keem. We already know what this man is on. So. Yeah. Looking forward to.
So it's a lot of it's some good music.
Some good music.
And that's why the summer's gonna be great. So.
I agree with you there, brother.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Well, you got one more?
Yes, I do. It's so fucking stupid, but I cannot dismiss this. Y'all forgive me. Panera has gone into the chicken sandwich game.
I forgot about that.
They've gone into the chicken sandwich game.
Man, I saw that text. I'm like, dude, I don't have a Panera near me, man. Like,
nigga, listen. We are not sponsored by Panera at all. But when I say that was like one of the best fucking chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I know, I believe you 100%, but now you got to rate it.
Oh, 10.
Over Popeyes?
Yeah.
Over Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely. 10 out of 10. Them niggas they're moving different.
Yeah.
Moving very, very different.
Okay.
So.
And she got hella kids.
Y'all don't mind us because we just seeing what's going on.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the main reasons that I say that it's a really good sandwich is because if you wanted something that's tasty, but it's still light for you, they got it.
Okay.
They got it.
Okay.
It's still like it's just enough to satisfy a craving.
It's pickles on it.
Yeah, you can have whatever you like.
No, not add. Does pickles come with it? That's important.
Okay. Alright, I have to say this since we're gonna talk about some more stupid shit. Let me tell you how these guys are changing the chicken game. Their chicken sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had Crispers? Do you know what those are? It's like dried cheese in the form of a chip. I should one day.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, they use those chips and they replace that for the cheese. And I've never had that before. I was like, all right, this is something.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the pickles go, they don't do like just straight up pickles.
Mm-hmm.
They do like some spicy dried pickles.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, all right, we'll see how it goes. It's fucking delicious.
Okay.
It's I stand by Panera. You got me. And you've taken hundreds of dollars.
Is it like a limited thing, or is it?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I feel like it's here to stay. I hope it is, because brother is happy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Depending on when we get out, I might just grab one, honestly. But yeah, that's all the news that I got, man.
All right. Oh, I don't have news, but I do need. All right. So let's just wrap that up.
Yeah, that's news to me.
All right. So that's news to me. I do have to take my TV take back. I think it was the last episode or the episode before.
Mm-hmm.
I was
It's about Atlanta?
No, no, but
Okay.
I just watched the episode and it was actually better.
Okay.
It's gotten better. But Snowfall.
Oh, that was my next one.
Snowfall, I was talking shit because the season sucked so far, but I just watched the finale and I'm back on.
The finale's out already?
Yes.
How many episodes?
10.
All right, I'm gonna catch up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up.
Yeah. The finale, so I'm back on board. I'll just say that.
There's definitely gonna be a season 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to.
I will check that out.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about TV, a little update as well. I started watching Marvel's Moon Knight. That's not bad. I am still saving judgment. You heard of that, right?
No, I haven't. I was like, I'm trying to think of what the hell that was.
Moon Knight, I think we talked about it like a few episodes back. Moon Knight is about a man who is schizophrenic. And
You did mention this.
Yeah.
You did mention this.
And he becomes a superhero. So I'm like, this is a very interesting concept. Like, people were, even before the show came out, they were like, when is Moon Knight coming? What are we going to get Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting concept. We'll see what happens. I'm like halfway through episode 2. It's a little slow, but we'll see what happens later.
Okay.
That's it. Is that news?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's news to me.
Yeah.
We're done.
All right.
Now my man has some interesting topics.
Yeah. I wanted to talk today a little bit about. I guess we'll start with self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Self-awareness, like what? So when you hear the word self-awareness, what comes to mind for you?
That's a good question. So for me, I would say you are conscious, you are aware of yourself, your actions, what's around you, like your environment.
Okay. Things
of that nature.
Right.
What about for you?
I agree. I think it's the same. It's like you are. It's important to be aware of your surroundings. You know, just things. Yeah, like things around you, things that you deal with, you go through. But then I started thinking a little bit more. I'm like, how I was just thinking about how important self-awareness within yourself. Within, you know what I mean? And I think that's missed a lot of times. Just because, like you get put in certain situations or you know what I mean, or
yeah.
you involve yourself in certain, just to be around certain situations is like without thinking like why, you know, like why am I putting myself through this situation, or why am I in this situation in the first place, and kind of just bringing that awareness back, where it's like if you don't take care of yourself, then you lost, really. You know what I mean?
Oh, brother. Yeah.
And so I start thinking about that, and it's like, it can be from anything too, like, you know, like friendship, relationships.
Yeah.
Like, if you aren't aware or self-aware in those, then you just gonna get walked on, right? You know what I mean? And it's just interesting to me because it just had me thinking, like, it had me thinking back about the times of my friendships or relationships, and like the role I played or they played, and it was just like, who was this beneficial for?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like what am I getting if it's not reciprocated, or if I don't feel like it's an equal partnership, so to say. It's like, why did it go on for so long, or you know? And I was like thinking about that, like I'm just like, man, and just looking back, I was like, man, there's so many times where I'm like, you know, you sometimes you just gotta walk away from shit, and it was hard for me to, and I don't know why, you know.
Well, my 2 cents. I mean, first off, just talking about self-awareness. Have you heard this meme that's like on the internet and shit, talking about, or even on TikTok, an NPC, a non-playable character? Have you heard it?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know. I won't.
It's basically like this. So, you know, you play a video game.
Yeah.
You move in your character, right?
Yeah.
You go to a character that's in the game. You cannot control them. You just kind of interact with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what an NPC is. It's a non-playable character. You can talk and whatever, but they do one thing and one thing alone. Once you engage them, that's it.
Okay.
The joke is that so many people aren't self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
They are not conscious. They're just kind of going about their day, moving along. They're NPCs, basically.
Right.
Non-playable characters. Now, I say all of that nonsense to say this. I had conversations with people, and, you know, it's been questioned, why don't people know about certain things? Or like, well, how come people don't think about their actions, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And first and foremost, I don't know everything, y'all. I'm just a nigga with a mic. But I've said, you gotta think about it. Not everybody gets the chance to really have a moment to just sit with themselves and think. Yeah. And I don't even mean like they busy or anything like that. It's just, who's ever really talked to them? Who's ever really had a conversation and engaged them in that way where they can just question life? I honestly don't think that happens to a lot of people. So if you get that opportunity, that's a blessing.
Bro, it's so crazy you just said that. I had an interaction with one of my students today. Mm-hmm. And you know, he's a freshman, but you know, he's just been through a lot of shit, you know, family-wise. And other day we were talking, I just asked him, like, you know, like, you know, you gotta do the hood, tough guy.
Yeah, dude.
Then I'm like, bro, that don't impress me, bro. Like, you know, I've really been there, you know, like, and then we've had conversations. I told him where I'm from, how I grew up, and you know what I mean? And at the end of that conversation, we got down to where he was like, man, I just feel like it's this persona I gotta have.
Yeah.
And but today, or just even like what you just said, made me thinking, we had another, like he was still doing the same bullshit. And I just kind of called him out on it, man. I'm like, like why? I literally said like why, and he gave me some excuse, and then it's just like, then at one point he would start talking in circles, and I'm like, bro, like what are you even trying to say right now? Like I don't even think you know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And I just kind of called him on his shit, and he couldn't handle it, and got real defensive, which I knew he would.
Right. And
kind of just like he swore at me and shit, and then just stormed out. Like, but it was whatever. I ain't, it's expected from him.
Still tough.
Yeah. But it's just like he don't have nobody, especially like a male figure, to just be like, bro, like, this is what, this is how you should be moving, or this is what it is. This, and it's really hard for him, but he is working on it. He is working on it. He will have great like conversations with our staff, one-on-one, and it's just like, man, it's you just want to help, but at some point it's like, damn, dude, like I don't know if it's going, all this time you're putting in is
it gonna work out?
Yeah. Like when he leave this building.
Yeah.
But man, it's just, and that awareness piece is just big, man, because it's like a lot of our youth are not self-aware of, within themselves, and man, I don't know, man. It's just like, how can we help them? How can we bridge that gap between that disconnect? Is it's what's on my mind.
It's a very good question. I mean? Yeah, very, very good question, sir.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a thought, but I've come to learn something with this thought. A few episodes back, I said that even though we say that we're two brothers with mics, really, we say whatever, because that's the point of our podcast, and we do focus on very specific topics. However, we are two guys that are self-aware.
Yeah.
And I was saying, this is kind of, we have to be the people to set the example of what could be. It's not like we're rich or anything. It's just more of, we've gotten opportunities to do something like this. We've gotten opportunities to see the world in a different light.
Right.
And so why not share that with other people? Because some people don't even have that. But if you can hear it.
Yeah, I think especially in our line of work as well.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, it just makes me wonder, man. Just like, how do we get here?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So here's the big issue. How you had a conversation with this young man, right? You're not trying to push anything on them.
Right.
You just want that conversation, and yet deep down inside, you do want that moment. You may not see it, but you do want them to have that moment of growth.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through it, as you know, like, because some people, they're not even trying to hear what the fuck you gotta say. One of the biggest reasons is they're just either caught up in their environment, or they've built themselves to be this person, this character. If you try to engage them in a particular conversation, or just touch on some shit that is very sensitive to them, they're not having it. Because that messes with their world. That messes with what they've built. It's like, no, you can't fuck with this. I worked hard on this, nigga. You can't just try to unravel me.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for people.
The layers, it's like layers,
Yeah,
bro, like an
like an onion.
like an onion, you know. And it is tough to, you know, peel them layers away because they're so defensive and like and all you really just trying to help. That's why it's like building those relationships is only a little part of,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, you gotta the patience. I thank God for my patience. You know, so I can, and I think that's what helps me, you know, with my self-awareness is, you know, just kind of sitting back and, you know, kind of going through the different things in my head. It's like, okay, all right, this is where we at.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or sometimes, you know, I miss it. Sometimes you can miss something and then still be like,
Oh, for sure.
all right, now this is where, you know. So
I feel like for people that are, I don't know, we'll say self-aware, or they live a certain way, another thing that they kind of do, or a quality that they have, is they're not quick to judge.
yeah.
Even if some shit went down with somebody, they don't go, oh, this is an evil person. They just go, this was a very fucked up situation, but that person still isn't bad. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
A lot of
I think
moving parts.
it's never gonna, you know, you never have an answer, you know, for something like that. I'm just hopeful, you know, that, you know, just especially a lot of our younger, like, minority male figures, you know, I just hope they, you know, just kind of build that. I just want them to build that. Even just any young figure, but most, you know, it's still like we kind of got that target the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or where somebody, if they see opportunity, gonna take advantage.
Yeah, dude.
You know, and just being aware of who you are and what you believe and where you want to go or what you want to do in your life is, you know, that's very important for us to have some idea, at least.
Going to what I said earlier, just about setting the example or just having a podcast. Outside of that, it has been said so many times on here, even when we've had, you know, some of our friends on, and what they do as a profession.
Yeah.
You, of all people, you work in special education. Like, you work in special education and you're a black man.
Yes.
Let's be clear about that. That's not something that's light.
Right.
And even for me, like, it's...
Oh man, every time you say something, it just brings me back to something that happened to me today. Continue.
No, that's it. It's just, and it's not, I don't know, it's not like a badge of honor or something. If you want to be proud or whatever. But it's something that needs to be recognized because, again, not many people get those opportunities. And even for us, because we are in the positions that we are in, we recognize, there are not a lot of people here.
Yeah, man, and just to jump in on that because it's perfect. This morning we had personal development, so meeting of equity and inclusion. Our students, 12 of our students, put together, had a panel. Like they had like a circle, restorative circle almost. And we watched the video, it was like a 14-minute video. It was the most amazing thing I've seen in quite some time. Our students spoke their truths. They spoke from the heart, and they just kind of, you know, just talked about our school and our district and what they loved about it. And things we need to work on. And one student said, we don't even have teachers of color in our school, in this building. I said, damn.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking around like, damn, they don't even know me.
yeah. Yeah.
And then I thought about it, like, I'm the one teacher of color in my building. And I'm like, damn. Like, teacher, not behavior support.
Teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on top of that, I'm a special education teacher.
See that's exactly what the fuck
That's
I'm talking
why I
about.
run
You
it.
are one of one.
Yeah, and it's like, damn. Like, I'm in my own little wing. That's why they don't see me unless I'm coaching us. But it's like, we have no general education African American teachers, and I'm the only one in my building. And I was like, damn, that just kind of put in perspective of, shit we talk about. And the kids, they express like, they want to see change. I thought it was very dope. It offended a lot. It offended some. I can tell.
Yeah.
A lot were happy about it as well, but so it was just.
Needs to be said.
It needed to be said, and I thought it was amazing. But yeah, man, it just got me thinking, like, a lot of our African American male roles are in special education because, you can, it's still a behavior thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still a behavior thing. And that needs to broaden, that needs to change,
Man, I know we talk about it all the time, but it's, you know what, I'll just say this, we get in there.
Yeah.
It's a very slow process,
Mhm.
like extremely, but
Yeah.
I have to recognize this as much as I even just get on my conspiracy shit or complain. Specifically, I'm referring to seeing more people of color in commercials. It's kind of annoying because you know why they're doing it, but at the same time, it's like, good. We need that. Just as we see more people of color in commercials, like, yes, just so y'all know, we're not hoodlums or anything like that. We are people who actually work, who are actually conscious, who can actually, we're human, just like everyone else.
Does it feel like it's almost trying to meet a quota?
I never really thought about that, but what are we talking about here? Like in marketing or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To get that money.
Right.
Here's the thing about it. Honestly, if there are some people I know who work in marketing, and they're some of the sweetest people in the world, but outside of them, a company whose job is to persuade you or to get you to have their product by any means necessary, they're not really racist. They're just focusing on one color, and that's green.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Dominican, island specific, islander specific. I still don't know what the fuck that is. I would love to meet someone like that, but they don't care. They just see what's going on in the world and see how they can use that. Like, okay, this is what's going on, George Floyd, all black people, okay, let's flip this. Hey, we talked about this, the Band-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus. So yeah. It's a deep one.
Yeah.
What else you got?
The last topic. Another topic I had was boundaries.
Yeah, I was interested about that one.
Yeah.
Where are you going with that?
Like, how do we protect our boundaries? You know what I mean? Like, whether it be work, whether it be, your home life, your social life. Like, where do we, like, far as let's since we talking about work, let's say work. There's always a hierarchy, whatever.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to your comfort, like how uncomfortable will you allow people to make you at work before you
do something.
Express how you feel. You know what I mean?
Good question. And I feel like you're referring to something very specific.
No, I'm not actually.
Really? Okay.
No, just
Sounds that way.
No, no, I'm not actually.
Okay. That's
just in general, like I see, because I just see it all the time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I just see people kind of, you know, it's a little like almost like a power struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
But and like, so for me, like I work in education, so my builder is like, it's real cliquey, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
For some reason, that's not surprising, but
Yeah. And you could just tell like how people just kind of talk to each other, or you know, just kind of interact with each other. It's just like weird. It's like, damn, you know. And I just like, where do you draw the line at that? Like somebody can have an opinion or do something and be like, well, this is the way we do it, or how you know, which is like, what's wrong with being open to suggestions, or you know what I mean, or just kind of entitlement a little bit. It's a little entitlement as well.
Yeah, it's I think it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, because we all have boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's just certain things we will not tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes from just, again, self-awareness, just having certain experiences.
Right.
But again, part of that self-awareness is being open to certain things. I think I had a similar conversation not too long ago, but one of the things that was said was, you have to continue to be curious in life.
Yeah.
That's something that should never go away.
Right.
Because that is the one thing that really opens the doors for you and keeps you, I guess, helps you grow.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we experience so much shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of get numb, basically.
Yeah. Oh, believe me. Yeah.
You get numb and you get to that point where you're like, fuck it. This is me. These are my people. And that's that. I'm not fucking with anything else.
So boundaries within friendships.
Okay.
How it kind of go back to my self-awareness, you know what I mean? Like when do you like, all right, this still one-sided. So
that power struggle in a way.
Or just like the friendship, or it's like the boundaries, or it's like you kind of, it's expected for you to be one way, but it's not given in return. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When do you say, all right, man, I'm kind of, this ain't for me? Like, you know what I mean? When do you draw that line? Or
I've heard this a few times before. Something that I'm thinking about. A lot of people say, for example, when it comes to depression, right?
Yeah.
They say depression, as bad as it can be, it isn't so much that you are down and out. It's a sign telling you something is wrong.
Yeah.
So that's just one example, but you know when you're being mistreated by someone.
Yeah.
You know when something is not right. Like going back to what I said in the previous episode about Frederick Nietzsche.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to take away the titles of good and evil,
right,
you don't know what they are, but you still feel something.
Yeah.
So even you as a human being, as a person, and you are in this friendship, and there is somewhat of a power struggle, you're gonna feel it.
Right. Or disconnect, like let's not say power struggle, But yeah.
Disconnect is
And then it's like, it's almost like you can just tell when it's like people want their cake. People got their cake and want to eat it too. Is that the term where I'm saying that right or not?
No, and I only say that because someone corrected me.
Oh.
It turns out, the saying goes, you can't eat your cake and have it too. And I was like, actually, that makes sense. Because think about it. You eat a cake, right? You've had your slice.
Yeah.
But after you eat it, you go, I want my cake. What sense does that make? Maybe you just ate it.
Oh. Okay. Damn, I never heard it. I never heard it that way. That makes sense though.
A little, because you're like, yeah. Because even think about it this way. You say you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's like, yes, I take the
it's
cake.
my cake, right?
And I eat it.
Yeah.
But if you eat it and then you go, I want my cake. It's like,
you ate it.
You ate it.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Okay. I'm rolling with that.
So yeah, you cannot eat your cake and have it too.
That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. I was dumb. That blew my mind. So.
Yeah, man, but that's just like, that was just like, I'm like, dog, when do you, just kind of when are you like, all right, this is where we at, and you gotta be fine with that,
Yeah. Dude, you know what's funny? I have a friend, and I don't want to put her business out there like that, but one of the sweetest human beings I know, and I can tell that she's being used.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that there's a disconnect.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of where that's where this is coming from. So yeah.
And friends have talked to her. They've shared their thoughts, and they've been very clear about it. And it's not clicking.
Yeah.
Nothing's getting through to her. And so you just see, it's like the person that you once knew, you suddenly see them over time, you see them over time deteriorate. I'm saying that word wrong, but.
Deteriorate?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Like they're no longer the person that you once knew. It's suddenly this different, like this new person. You're like, who the fuck are you? And it's messed up because of what's going on. They're so deep in whatever, they are not aware. That shit is fucked. Yeah. What have you seen, nigga? What's going on? Like, what's going on? It's Thursday, man.
Yeah, man. It's been like I said, it's been a long week.
Yeah, apparently, it's some tough times.
Week. But yeah, man. But that's all I got on those topics, man. Just curious. I'm just very curious, very curious about that. But.
Solid questions. Very, very solid question. Not only questions, but like topics.
Yeah.
These are some good ones.
Yeah. You got anything lighter?
Nope.
Last one, reel us in or no?
I do. I mentioned this a while back, but to go back to what you were saying about self-awareness. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We talked about this before, right? Okay. So a lot of people don't get that. And I don't even mean they don't understand, it's more they don't get the basic things. And what I learned recently was before Maslow died, he was working on like a hierarchy that is above self-actualization. Basically, his hierarchy of needs. There's something on top of that, and it was I can't remember, but it had to do with transcendence, basically.
Okay.
And it was like if all of your needs have been met, you are that person. You are self-aware, and other things about it. So here's why I say all of that. How we say not many people, or a lot of people don't get that sort of opportunity.
Yeah.
It might not ever happen because their basic needs have never been met. Not to say that it can't change, but if they want to experience that self-awareness or even go to this transcendence,
Mm-hmm.
they gotta have those things first.
Okay.
And I think that's hard. That's all I got.
I mean, we can, should we do last call?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just one of them days, man. It's been a long week. I know the next one will be a lot lighter, you know? Maybe, yeah, who knows?
Niggas is on the roll right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're like going deep.
Yeah, I like it though.
Yeah.
I like it. Just make me think, man.
Yeah. What do you got for last call? Anything?
Nah, man, I think, last call, I don't know, man, it's kind of, I would say just, you know, just kind of reflect on, you know, just take some time for yourself, I would say that.
Yeah.
Take some time for yourself, especially, like we said, man, I've been bitching about this weather, and, you know what I mean, just little shit just set me off, you know what I mean? And I just had to, you know, I'm so glad we had a sunny day today, but it's just like, take some time to yourself, step back, pause, take a pause, step back, and, you know, just kind of get your mind right, you know?
Yeah.
Get your mind right and your body, you know? Get your mental, your physical right, and, you know, just take some time, take some time for yourself, you know?
I agree with that, 100%.
Yeah.
Just to piggyback off that, just with the topics that we have touched on.
Yeah.
Honestly, a very good one that I would say is know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, and keep them in place.
Yeah.
Because
Like, know your, like, check yourself. I like that. Know your boundaries.
Know your boundaries. Because a lot of people will fuck with you and they will take advantage. Don't let them cross that line. Know yourself. Know your boundaries. So yeah, I think that's it for the boys. E, can you bring us home?
Yes, sir. There you have it, folks. Thank you for joining us once again for another episode of the Symposium podcast. Again, I go by the name E. Wright.
Rose Gold.
Rose Gold is in the building. Yeah, man. Take care of yourself. Make sure to, you know, hit them socials up. Follow us. And I have for the last probably 5 or 6 episodes forgot to, we are on SoundCloud as well. And I don't
Really?
know why. Yeah.
I didn't. I always wondered that.
It's crazy, bro. And I
I
forgot.
always wondered that.
And I pay for the monthly unlimited one. I always forget.
For real?
Yeah, it's like $16 a month, and I never plug that shit. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, yes, we are on SoundCloud. We are on fucking Apple. What is it?
We're on iHeart. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
We are on iHeart, Spotify, all that, man. So go check us out.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere now. So please comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube as well. We gotta get on our views, TikTok, Instagram, all that. All right. So just hit up our socials, the Symposium Podcast or Symposium Pod. You'll see us on there. All right.
That's right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Greatly appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Till next time, we out.
We out.